All right, guys, so I have another review for you. Today we have the Groove Onn wireless bone conduction headphones. I always thought about buying a pair of these, but they seem super expensive. But this one I actually found for $50. Now, I'll be honest with you, this will be my first pair. I have no idea what to expect. Tried to look it up on YouTube to see if anyone actually reviewed this, and it turns out nobody did. Absolutely nobody. So I guess I'll just be the first one. It does last up to 8 hours. I believe it has an IP67 rating. I could be wrong about that, but I think it did. But yep, IP67, as you see right here. A 5-minute charge does 1.5 hours of playtime, which means that you have fast charging, and it has dual connect. Now we're going to test the most obvious basic features about this and see if it's actually worth purchasing. So with that being said, I'm not at my regular desk. Anyway, let's get right into the review. Alright guys, unfortunately you're going to have to see my keyboard in a way because I'm not using a wireless one, so it's just kind of sitting there. So anywho, this is the product right here. I did open it from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just pull all this stuff out right here. So this is what we have. This is the headset. Looks like it comes with a pouch. Go ahead and take that out. Actually no, let's take the headset out first. I don't want to break anything. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of in there. There we go. The pouch just fell. See if I can get this out real fast. It's fighting me. All right, here we are. So this is how the Onn headphones actually look. Pretty cool looking in my opinion. I've felt some other ones that were a little bit more flexible. These don't seem that bad. They do snap right back in shape. They hook around the ear, so I'm going to test them. Obviously, I wear glasses to see how well they fit with and without my glasses, because it is something that I'm very interested in. Mainly got it because my wife wanted a new pair of headphones. And it kind of gives me lets me play around with more tech as usual. Comes with the Onn bag that we see right here. What do we have inside? All right, so inside all we have is the charger itself, as you can see. This is the charger. Looks like it snaps right on to, let me see if I can find it right here. Okay, give me resistance. So it snaps on right here and starts charging. So pretty simplistic, pretty easy to do. We are going to talk some tech specs in a moment, but let me just open this up for you guys that lost the instructions. This is everything that comes with it: the instruction booklet, the pouch, the actual charger, and the headset itself. Let me pull it up right here. Go through the pairing process. I want to show you guys how to pair it in real time, of course. And it looks like these have physical buttons. Looks like the outside might be a touch though. Yeah, the outside buttons do, no, physical buttons right here. Physical buttons right here. So I'll show you that in a second. This is how to answer call, things like that. Here you are. And then how to charge your headset, be it wall, car, or PC. Now, with that being said, let's just zoom in on the headset so you guys can see it a little bit better than what I showed it. Here we are. Pretty cool looking. The charger just snaps in right here. You can see right here for the chargers. Magnetic snaps right in. These are the, let me see, there's 2 buttons on the right hand side, but keep in mind they're going to be used at the same time because it's not regular earbuds, it's bone condensity thing, so both work at the same time. The left side is the one that has the physical buttons that we talked about earlier. Right side doesn't, but the right side of the headset has buttons, and it's also where the connector goes for the actual charger. So, from what I've researched about this, it doesn't seem like if this touches the side of your face, it's going to affect you. I know some people feel like electronics going to affect them that way, so I don't know about radiation damage, but teach their own. But anyway, this is all the buttons. Excuse me for my language right now, all over the place. And let's go ahead and learn how to sync this bad boy together, and talk more specs. Hey, no, correction. Yes, we're going to talk specs first. Then I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about the syncing process. Timestamps will be here, of course. All right, so real fast, guys, like we talked about before, 5-minute charge gives you an hour and a half of playtime. Basically, you get total 8 hours. IP67. I'm not sure what the Bluetooth connectivity is, whether it's 5.1, 5.2, or 5.3. Does not say, but that's fine. As long as it stays connected, that's all that honestly matters to most people. You're getting 33 feet in terms of range, IP67, 2 built-in microphones, lightweight and comfortable. So that's pretty much it for specifications. It is an open ear design, like most open ears, but most of you guys are probably used to this as open ear. because of the hooks. They don't have the rubber tips, but this works perfectly fine. So anyway, let's go over to the next section. Just wanted to do that real fast and keep it moving. All right, guys, so this right here is how you power them on. You have the button. Just hold it for a couple seconds. It actually will say power on, believe it or not. And on the right-hand side, which has most of the controls, this right here, it's blinking blue. So while it's doing that, I am going to go ahead and go to the Bluetooth settings on the tablet. Just so you guys know, this is the Samsung tablet, the A7 Lite that I talk about on the channel all the time. It's a deal on it on Metro. I believe I already talked about it, but if I didn't, I'll post a video about that. But anyway, let's see if I can just find a Bluetooth section. It's sitting right in front of my face. Yep. So as soon as I turned it on, it said on bone conduction. Now, just so you know, you do have to give it a couple seconds until it's blinking blue and solid blue. It's like a light blue or a white-ish mixed with the blue to let you know it's in sync mode. I'm gonna go ahead and sync it right now. Now, I haven't seen anything that says that this has any type of app support so far, but that's pretty much it. Doesn't seem like there's a way to manually put it in sync mode outside of if it's connected to a device. You just turn it on and do it that way. Now, I do know that it says that this can connect to multiple devices. Unfortunately, you know what's insane? There's nothing in the instructions that shows how to actually connect this to multiple devices. Let me just double check and glance over it real fast. Okay, so if you do want to pair it, you hold the power button. Yeah, just like I said, volume up and volume down together for multipoint. Okay, so if you want to do multipoint right here, hold the volume up and down for 1 second to enter pairing mode. And then that will allow you to actually pair the second device. So again, it seems like a lot of work in my opinion for people that want multipoint, but I don't personally use that. I have a bazillion headsets that I have for every single electronic, to each their own, but it does have multipoint for those that are interested in it. Let's go on to how it looks and feels. Well, looks on the face. All right, guys, so this is how it's going to look on your ear if you just slide it on the back. Remember, these are the grooves right here. These are the grooves. So you just slide it on as is, super easy. You just hook it, kind of like not talk about it, but if you ever seen those glasses from back in the day that had the drawstring on the back, it kind of reminds you of that. You just fit them, they're good to go. These are painless. Let me tell you something. I've had them on for about 3 hours, 4 hours. And the only type of issue that I felt in terms of comfort was some people might feel like right here where it sits, you might say, oh, it feels like it's a little bit pressure because this is the thicker part. Now, if you're listening to music and things like that, my wife said that, well, she didn't say she got sore, but she blasts everything. And I never suggest having anything at 100%, even with my glasses that are right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me in this video now. I'm not wearing the glasses, but these guys are connected to Bluetooth all the time. So a lot of times the audio comes out of them. But anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and see if they fit with my glasses on. All right, guys, so this is the glasses back on. The audio in the other section is a little bit messed up. Do apologize for that. I keep forgetting that I record with glasses on. So anyway, you saw how I looked with it. These are very thick glasses. You got to understand that if you have a thinner pair of glasses, you're not going to come across this problem. My glasses are very thick because these are actual speakers inside of the, you can see it here, speaker grill right here. They're speakers, so they're Bluetooth glasses. So let's go ahead and just, let me shut up. Put this on real fast. All right, does it fit? Yep, it fits. Fits right over the ear. So normally what I would say is that if you have glasses, normally this part will be pressed against your head, but because of the shaft of the glasses, it's not going to press directly on the side of your head. Now, will that affect your music? Well, like I said before, that music was one of the first things I tested, even though I'm pushing that further into this review. Not really. As long as the speaker is where the speaker is supposed to be, you're perfectly fine. But a person that has thinner glasses will have a better time wearing these. And believe it or not, because the shaft is protecting me from this touching directly to my face, like I said, I was able to wear them for even longer periods of time without any type of actual pain or issues, you know, with the longevity of wearing any headset like most have. But anyway, that's about it. Let's go over to the music section. I'm going to let you guys know how good they sound in real time while talking to you. All right, guys. So right here, I have a song I'm going to play for you. I'm going to put these on my ears, and just kind of give you an idea of how they sound in real time. Now, like I always said, temper your expectations. These are no AirPods. They are no Galaxy Buds, anything like that. Hell, as a matter of fact, they're not even anchors. They're the bone contortion thing is not meant to have crazy blasting music. It's just something to put on your ears. Let's say you're inside the office or your home, you're walking around. It's very convenient. But with further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's see what the loudest goes. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's a little bass. Okay, let it play a little bit longer before I let you know. We've become the walking dead. Oh no, you never let go. It's something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. Okay. Everybody's number fine. Alright. Sorry, I was getting into the song. So, to be honest with you, these don't sound bad at all. Let's first talk about the music quality, then we'll talk about call quality, because I did them both. And unfortunately, I don't have the call recorded, so I'll just give you an idea of how it sounds just from a description. But anyway, for the music side, for you music lovers, I don't suggest this for anyone that's into like quality of music, meaning if you're used to having anchors or even Soundcores, JBLs, you know, headphones like that, you're used to the going inside the ear tip. Temper your expectations. This headset is not meant to do that. In reality, it's similar to like me. I have glasses, like I had described before, and the sound is much better on my glasses. One, because of the name brand, and two, because the speakers are directly going across my ear. These, on the other hand, it just doesn't feel. It feels like the music is coming from down here more so, where the bone condenser section is. The volume isn't super loud either. What I do notice is that if you're probably outside in a particular situation and cars are going past, it's loud people talking, this isn't meant to overpower them. This headset is meant to be able to play along with wherever you are, so you can still have that sense of safety where you don't like anything in your ear. It's around your ear, which a lot of people are comfortable with. And to be honest, you never have to put them inside a case or anything like that. They just stay on for 8 hours, and it'll more likely last you an entire work shift because you're not talking on them from 8 hours straight. A lot of people just have things in standby, and this has a decent standby life. So for the average person that works in the office or something like that, it's not bad, in my opinion, if you're allowed to, you know, walk around with something like this. If you're working in construction, not really, on a simple fact that with all the drilling, banging, and things like that, again, the outside noise around you is going to overpower whatever it is that you're listening to. I do need to make that perfectly clear. So for you people thinking that you can leave your AirPods home, AirPod Pros, leave whatever rubber tips, I don't even care what name I use, JLab. If it goes directly into your ear, you're going to get a better sound because it seals in more of the sound, and it's way louder. It's not that this is a bad product. It's just you got to understand what it's for. But out of the bone contortion headphones that I have tried, this is definitely the worst. The Onn Groove. Well, Groove Onn, they kind of use that name brand a lot. This is like a Walmart branded headset. That's why. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. Now, that's just volume control. Now, if we talk about just quality of sound in general, it just doesn't have the bass. It doesn't have the kicks. It doesn't have the highs or mids that you're used to hearing with other headsets. It's just not that good. I'm just being honest with you. Now, what I will say is on the upside, my wife loves the headset so far. She walks around with it for hours, leaving it in, sitting at the dinner table. We were just playing 7 Days to Die on the PC. She had this on the whole time, playing like a podcast or TV show. She's using him all the time. And it's super convenient for her because she has very small ears, and like AirPods and other stuff fall out. So this is ideal for someone that can't really use the other types of earbuds. It'll work well for you. Again, if you're inside your own apartment, you're perfectly fine. This will serve you just fine. It sounds good enough. And, you know, as long as you're not hearing someone blasting something from the other room, it's not going to really interfere with you. But again, if you're around other people, talking with multiple people, having conversations, their voices can definitely overpower this, where it doesn't, you might want to hit the volume button up and it's as high as it goes. And again, I commute to work, so this is going to be way too low for someone like me with all the wind blowing and things like that. But if you're just doing regular jogging, you're working in the gym, things like that, you should be perfectly fine. Though it's a possibility that you're going to hear the music playing in the gym in the background and weights clinking back and forth, because it doesn't overpower anything. You know what I mean? Your ears are still completely free to hear everything around you, and it picks up a lot of background noise for the most part. Phone calls were pretty decent. My wife actually went outside, in addition to sat in front of an air conditioner and just let the wind blow directly at the highest, the coldest and the fastest. And you did hear a little wind pressure, but it didn't drown you out completely. Now, obviously, if you're on a scooter like me, going 20 miles an hour, you're going to get drowned out. But if you're just walking, jogging, things like that, you should be perfectly fine. Again, it's not to replace earbuds. It's just a alternative to wear headphones when you don't want to carry earbuds, put it that way. But anyway, let's go on to the last section to see if this is actually worth purchasing. All right, guys, so to answer your question, is this headset actually worth the $50? I do think it is. Even though I said some things in the music section that could turn some people off, I do, like I said, I understand what they're for. They're for someone that doesn't want in-ear headphones. It's for someone that still wants the security of the ear hooks, that might exercise, run, jog. You might just want to wear them around the house when you're doing chores or taking care of the kids, things like that, where it won't fall off your ears. It's ideal for everyday use in that regard. But if the noise is too loud, they can be drowned out easily. And in some cases, that's what they're made for. You got to understand that when you walk around with earbuds, regular earbuds outside, someone could probably mug you, bop you across the back of the head, and there's nothing you can do about it because you can't hear them. Even with active noise cancellation off, or headphones that don't give it, sometimes you just play the music too loud. You can't hear a car coming. You can't hear someone creeping up behind you. You can't, it's your senses are dulled when you use headphones. These, you'll still be able to hear everything going on with no issue. Your ear is completely free. It's like the side of your temples is receiving the sound. So when it vibrates and gets to your ear, it sounds perfectly fine. But on the flip side, again, any side conversation, if you're at work, you're a Zoom call, you're doing multiple things at the same time, these will allow you to be able to answer someone without having to, how when you talk to people normally, you got to take your earbud out of your ear to give them more attention. You don't have to do that with this. That's what it's made for. And you can turn the volume down if you want to right here and just say, could you repeat that? It's very, very convenient to have. I do wish the sound was a little bit louder, similar to like how my glasses are on my face. But I do have to understand that this is a Groove Onn, and for the $50, it's not bad. If you wanted better sound, higher quality product, it's going to cost you a lot more money in the long run. And I think this is pretty decent for someone that just wants to get used to bone contortion headphones. I think they'll like them. And one notable thing is that my wife tried some bone contortion headphones at Best Buy. I forget the brand, but she didn't like it. She said it pressed too hard on her face, while the Onn ones don't do that. These are looser, and it's more lenient on the side of your face, so it's not pressing hard to get your temple or anything like that for her. For me, it pressed a little bit. For her, it didn't. So it all depends on, who you are and how you wear it. So with that being said, they're not bad for the price tag of $50. I'm keeping them. I'm going to give them to the wife. She loves them. So that solves the problem of having to buy her another headset. And when she goes outside into the world, she has the option between her AirPods or whatever she chooses to use, or just the bone contortion headphones. But anyway, like and subscribe like always, guys, and I will see you in the next video.